Parenting like a pro. Well, this will probably prepare me in the future when I start to have children. This next question is a really good one, especially if you're expecting a newborn. So let's take a look. What are your thoughts about removing an older sibling, 2-year-old, from the home for a week or so when mom brings a new baby home? My daughter is considering this.
Well, we don't really think it's a good idea. We can certainly understand because it's overwhelming when you suddenly you're almost, well, you as a mom are outnumbered. There are 2 now. But it's much better. It's going to be enough. There are going to be enough changes, and it's going to be hard enough for this 2-year-old to understand. And if she goes away, even to grandma's house, has she been replaced by this other child?
Right.
And so it's just not a good idea, even though we can see why mom might want to do this.
Right. Actually, that older child, when the baby comes home, can be a help to the family. In other words, you can say, oh, aren't we glad the new baby's home, and now you can help mom like get a diaper or whatever. And instead of taking that child and moving them away from the family so they feel pushed away, all of a sudden they're needed.
Right.
And that's really important. So now they're looking at the baby saying, oh, isn't this fun, and this is a great time. And that's what you want with kids. You don't want them to feel like they're pushed away. A better idea in this instance, if the daughter is okay with it, is to have the mom come into the home. Now, have grandma come in for a couple or 3 days or however long. Now that the daughter has achieved, she has some help, and we're not pushing that 2-year-old out of the family. And so and it's what Kendra and I try to look at in parenting, the win-win situation. We have the best. The daughter has some help, and the child, feels a part of the family and feels needed. And I think that's what we're looking for in this instance.
Because the last thing you want to do, even at the age of 2, is create that division between the 2 children.
That's
right.
Exactly right.
And the older child, the 2-year-old, doesn't understand, why do I have to leave? Why can't I sleep in my bed? Why can't I? Probably, we found that even when mom goes to the hospital for 48 hours to have the baby, the 2-year-old is going, where did mom go? Because they're used to having mom there. So yeah, it's best to keep the family intact.
Right, and it's a problem enough that the baby has a lot of attention. And that happens to newborn. Baby comes home and the baby gets all the attention. The 2-year-old had all the attention, and now we're just magnifying this thing. And we're saying, you go away, and oh my goodness, what's going on here. So not a good idea.
The other thing, if you're going to bring a baby gift for the baby, bring something for the 2-year-old too.
Very smart. Great advice. Thank you so much, Smiley. And of course, if they answer your question after you email it to them, then you can get a copy of one of their books. Don't forget to visit their website, Parenting Like a Pro.